look at this, huh? Wait a minute, you gotta see this. Wow, how beautiful is that, huh? Ooh. Oh my gosh. Let me show you some of these people out here enjoying this sunset. They're enjoying life, folks. They are enjoying a beautiful sunset. I'm down here with my kids. And my beautiful wife. And we are enjoying a beautiful sunset in gorgeous Kona. I have never been here, but I hope you get over here. A lot of black lava, great food, a lot of tradition. The kids are all the way down here. Looks like another family right here, enjoying their time, their sunset. Here I am. Look, when I saw this, I was so inspired. I said, I have to share this with you. If you've been following me for a while, oh, now Elena's changed. Come on. And if you've been following me for a while, I mean, if you've been following me my whole career, you know I came from nothing. The fact that I'm enjoying this kind of life right now with her, my champ, you know, the fact that you're seeing us enjoy life together, this is what it's about. So many opinions. There's so many opinions out there about what you can do, whether you can find the time, the whole life balance, how to get where you're getting. There's so many opinions, and that's great, you know. And everybody's got a right. Get on this side of me, Elena. Everybody's got a right to get there however they're gonna get there. Elena and I, we just decided we don't want to settle. You know, I grew up. I'm gonna set this down right here. I grew up. Come here, buddy. I grew up in a middle-class family. My grandparents were immigrants. My mom and dad grew up in the Depression, and there was a scarcity mentality in my household. I bet you can't go up and down this 10 times. There was a scarcity mentality in my household. I went on 2 trips with my family. The year my dad died and the year after my dad died. My dad knew he was dying, but he took us to Disneyland.
Crazy.
And then my mom took us to Hawaii. I just remembered this today. My first trip to Hawaii was when I was 10 and a half years old after my dad had died. And my mom did it as a way for us to get over the loss of my father. My dad struggled his whole life. He had this scarcity mentality. He had to save the minimalists, you know, the bottles of coins. And I grew up with a lot of that. And if you're growing up with that, if you're doing that today, I know how painful that is. Look at the sunset. It is so painful. It's so painful to work hard every day. I traveled coach for 20 years. Crossed my fingers and hoped for an upgrade because I was living with a scarcity mentality. I thought that if I spent the money on myself, I was being selfless, that I was being unselfish, that I was planning on a future for myself and my family. Truth is, I was actually being selfish. More importantly, I was scared. I was telling people to minimalize their life, to spend less, have less, think smaller, because I was scared. I was a scared little man. So anytime I saw people at the Four Seasons, I never stayed at the Four Seasons before. Back the old Grant, little Grant. I didn't stay at a Four Seasons. I stayed at the Marriott or the Hilton or the Westin. These people at this hotel, dude, they're living life, folks. I gotta tell you. I don't know if they're selfish. I don't think they're selfish. I've talked to a bunch of them already. They don't seem selfish to me. They seem generous of their time. The people at the Four Seasons.
Oh, yeah. He must be so nice.
Unbelievable people. They want to share their ideas, where they're from, what they're doing, time. They want to do dinner. This is the kind of life you want. You can have it all. My mom and dad gave me a lot, but they did not give me the idea. And you can have it all. They gave me what worked for them. And this is happening a lot online today, where people are going through whatever they're going through in their own life. They're traveling. Maybe they're out on the circuit. Look at this. They're doing what they got to do to pay the bills, but because they're unable at this moment to have it all, they can't bring their kids with them. Look, I did that deal, man. I did that deal. I had the nomad life. Okay, for you guys who don't get it, like you don't know, you just seeing me with the jet today. I had the nomad life. I had the I don't have anything life. I had to save the pennies, put the money away, save for a rainy day mentality, put your money in a retirement account, fly by yourself, roll by yourself, do everything by yourself. My life was not fun like that. I was not figuring out how to have it all. I was trying to figure out how to put money together. It'll get you a little money in the bank. It won't get you happy. And that's why those same people will say money won't make you happy, because they're not happy. They're not happy because they're not with their families. How can you be happy without your family? They won't be happy because they're not with their family. They're not with their husband or wife. They're not with their kids. They're not sharing it. They don't have anybody to share it with. They fly in. They go to the hotel. Kind of like that puffer fish. He ain't happy. Oh, puffer fish. Had a good game. So, look, I hope this message finds you well. Got friends, I got this dude, he's from London, he knows me. He's at Four Seasons, the room's at 8:40 at night here for a regular room. Okay, that's not a night. I'm staying in this little joint right here. Let me bring you. I'll bring you right here. Let me show you. Look at that sunset though. See, I got my nannies with me. I got the kids. We've been going 4 weeks. I want it all. I don't want to leave them at home. I can't imagine coming home and my kids are an inch taller than they were. Can't even imagine that. I used to not date women because I knew I couldn't be on the road with them. I couldn't have a marriage. I couldn't have kids. Look at this joint I'm in. This is not 8:40 a night. Okay, private little jacuzzi, lanaya, or whatever. Big suite. Kids next door, right next door. Nanny right next door. Look, you can have it all. Look, if you think you can have it all, who's right on this? Should you have it all? Nice bedroom, big bathroom, outdoor shower. If you want to have it all, hey, grab my little book, the Millionaire Booklet. I'll give it to you for free. I'll put it in the link below. You just do a download. No shipping, nothing. Look at this outdoor shower. This is sick. Hey, if you believe you should have it all, comment below. If you believe it's impossible, comment below. If you like the video, comment below. If you hate the video, comment below. But I hope you never forget this video. Hope you share it with somebody. Just remember, I used to believe a person couldn't have it all. That you had to suffer, that you had to struggle, that you had to grind. No, man, you got to come up with a plan. You got to come up with a great plan, be in the right vehicle, make a lot of money, have a lot of fun. Hey, and share it with these, the ones that matter. Come up here, guys, real quick. Okay, share it with your fam. Share it with the fam. kids are slow rolling.
We're slow rolling.
I love you.
We're cleaning our feet. Hey, we came up.
You
Let's
guys,
have a last look.
yeah, you guys don't quit. Don't quit on the
No.
dream. The dream is real. Telling you, the dream is real. The dream is real. You don't have to quit. You don't have to give up. And I'm sharing this with you. 60 years old now. I'm telling you, I was wrong for years. People that are telling you today that you can't have it all, that you need to save your money, that you need to plan for retirement. Yeah, you need to do some of that. You don't need to be buying Hermes and Gucci and Rolls Royce. Wait, put all that off until the right time. So you can do this kind of stuff when you pay the price. Because there's going to be a price you have to pay. Or, if you don't want to pay the price, you want to do it faster, then you got to get in the right vehicle. I'll tell you the first trick to this whole deal is don't lose money. If you don't have a dad with a business to take care of you, and you're not going to inherit any money. My kids are going to inherit a shitload of money if they're good and if they're willing to work. But if you don't have that, then how are you going to do it? How are you going to make it? God, it's beautiful. How are you going to make it if somebody's not going to give it to you? You got to find the right vehicle. Okay, and the right vehicle means you need to be in something. You need to be in some vehicle, some opportunity that has margins and volumes. If you think you're not going to monetize and have the life, that's impossible. Math don't work. No money coming in, you don't get to spend money. I don't care. People don't care how many followers you got on Instagram. They still want, this joint's about 12 grand a night. I got 2 million people on IG. They still charge me 12 grand a night. So you got to figure out how to monetize. And if what you have is valuable, people will pay you for it. If what you have is more than just advice, they will pay you for it. People will not pay you for a lecture. People will pay you for strategies. Getting some fire rock.
What is that?
People will pay you for strategy. People will pay you for tactics. People will pay you for solutions. But they're not going to pay you for advice. They might pay you a little bit. They'll pay to be entertained. They're not going to pay for a lecture. So I hope this didn't feel like a lecture to you, but more of an inspiration out of what Elaine and I realized out of observing our families. Bam, Shazam.
Whoa.
Oh, that's an island beer. Fire rock.
I've never seen you drink a beer in my life.
I thought it was root beer.
Oh, that's funny.
That makes I love it.
Yeah, we
I
were
thought it
very
was root beer.
confused for a second.
So, and now that I open it, I'm going to drink it.
I've never seen him drink.
Fire rock, have you ever had one?
No.
So, look, I hope this didn't feel like a lecture to you. I made so many mistakes for so many years. I used to be the guy saying, save your money. I used to be the guy saying, don't spend your money. Save your money. You know? And there is a time and a place for that.
When?
And if
Like
you're
when you're eating a $200 dinner.
probably don't need to be. But if that $200 dinner gets you around the right people, you should spend the $200. You know, minimalism is not the solution to a full life.
Aloha.
And going out on the road, struggling week after week, traveling nonstop, 18 hours, city to city to city, getting in and getting out as fast as you can. I did that for 20 years. Okay, I see young guys doing it right now. I'm like, go get it, bro. But you need a plan.
Which
so
is
that
why
you
we're
can-
trying to find a house for California.
You need a plan so that I want to be with her when her front tooth falls out. Can you show them the front tooth?
It looks weird, but
I want to be there when it falls out. There was a time in my life where I couldn't be with my family.
I don't remember that.
It's because I changed it, but when you came around, buddy.
Aww.
After Sabrina got born. Actually, when Sabrina got born, Elena, I changed the whole thing.
Yep.
10 years ago, I was traveling every week.
What is
I was going all the time. I hadn't built. I was selfish back then because I was thinking about myself all the time. How can I get my money and keep my money? I wasn't thinking about, oh, what happens when a wife comes along? And I actually love her and want to spend time with her. How am I going to bring her around?
Now then we come
Oh, I need
along.
transportation. Then I got this one. Sabrina comes along. Then Scarlett comes along. Complicates the situation. Now I got to drag these little maniac monsters around. What'd you guys have today? Did you have shaved ice? How much was that shaved ice? $10 a crack for shaved ice.
Plus toppings and filling.
And that's after the lunch that they ate that they didn't like. Breakfast here at the buffet, $18 for this chump right here to go through the buffet. That's the kids' price. All I'm saying to you is you guys got to do the math already, all the way out. Don't figure out what it costs for one person to operate a life.
Papa?
What is it? What is it
this?
going to cost you? This is a drink. It's called
Is alcohol in it?
Fire Rock. It's got
Can I
beer.
try some?
It's got beer. Yeah, she. What's up? I don't think so.
I already did try.
You're not gonna like it anyway. It's nasty.
I already did try.
So to watch TV, so your tooth falls out while watching TV, so I
Yeah,
think-
let that tooth fall out. I want to be here when that happens.
You will be.
Because the tooth fairy going to show up heavy. Tooth fairy always bigger player when I'm in town. So look, I'm not trying to show off my lifestyle to you. It was only in the last 10 years that I figured out how I should be operating in my life so I can have it all. Not so I can have money. Not so I could have money in a bank account. Not so I could be the owner of something in the future and people would say, oh, he owns that. I used to think like all that. But now when you get a wife that you love and you got kids that you love and you're like, I don't want to be without them, then you got to come up with a new strategy. And that strategy has to include all. How can I include them? How can I drag them around with me? Oh, now I need a nanny. Oh, now I need a plane. See, you got to think bigger. I just hope that I don't want to have the argument about should you have less or should you have more. I want to have the argument that you can have it all. And so when you see us rolling around the planet, we just finished doing Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Auckland, Fiji, and Hawaii, and going to LA tomorrow. I'm going to LA for 2 weeks. I need a house in LA. Okay, just do the math on a trip that took 45 days. What do you think that costs, that trip? Forget the plane. How do I put people in places that whole time? That's not mentioning the number of people that have come out and support me along the way. To do that, you need a real business. You're going to have to elevate your game from a speaker to a real business person. Not a spokesman, not a promoter, a real business person. If you're a salesman, you need to elevate your game from selling pens to being a businessman or a businesswoman. Build an enterprise, build an empire, build a conglomerate that can take care of you. If you don't want to build it yourself, you got to get on the team. Elena didn't build all this. She got on the team with the guy that built it. Jared didn't build it. He got on a team with somebody building it, okay? Sherry didn't build it. Sherry helped me build it.
That's
Right? So you don't have to do this on your own. I don't know why everybody's thinking, do it on your own, It's better if you do it on your own. That's arrogant.
Yeah, you didn't do it
I,
on your own.
I didn't do it on my own. If I'd have had more people involved sooner, I'm going to go in because the light's getting bad. Look at this sunset, though, huh? Look at this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this sunset, guys.
Too bad you don't have the Lumi light.
The what?
The Lumi.
The Lumi light? Woo! Elena's got me looking fresh.
Fresh and so clean.
Wow, that is good. That is good. I'll be a movie star if you keep that on my face long enough. So, Look, you're gonna have to do this with somebody, and you don't have to go do it on your own. What you could do is you could find somebody that's making a move. That's what I would do today. You know, if you want to make a move, and you want to work, and you want to get rich, and you want to have it all, come work for me. Jared's gonna have it all. Ryan's gonna have it all. Sherry can have it all. I got people in my company that they can definitely have it all. Okay, also, I promise you that book, I'll give it to you. The link below, use millionaire booklet. No, don't do that. Use grantcardone.com/. I tried to stay out there, but the ocean just pulls me back out again. And this one does. Bouncer, the bouncer pulls me out. She a bouncer. grantcardone.com/global. That's the book. It's in 38 languages. Pick the language that you want. grantcardone.com/global. It's going to teach you a very important lesson about money. 3 simple steps. If you learn them, you won't get stuck with this idea that you can't have it all. Learn money and you can have it all. Okay, money won't buy you happiness, but it will handle the aloe vera she's going to need for her sunburn. And it will provide her with a nice big room, a kitchen, a living room, a beautiful view, okay, and a house big enough for us to stay at when we're in Kona. Look, we got to Kona, we've been here 2 days. We want to come back here like 50 times.
It's so beautiful.
You cannot come to Kona 50 times and then, I'm going to want to go to Maui. Then I'm going to want to do the helicopter.
Sure.
Then we're going to want to do more diving. We went out in a boat today that cost $1,200.
Yeah.
Swimming with dolphins. Manta rays. My kids watch me swim 40 feet down free diving with manta rays. We're going to want to do this. It's going to cost us millions of dollars to do these kind of trips. Think bigger. Quit listening to these guys that haven't made it.
We're going to be supporting economies around the world.
Yeah. Quit listening to these guys that hadn't figured it out, saying you can't figure it out. You can. Okay, grab the book, and if you want to work with me, if you think I'm the right vehicle, careers@grantcardone.com, careers@grantcardone.com. Send me a 30-second video. You can have it all. Health, wealth, freedom, fun, vacations, work, excitement,